Penny here from the Facebook group VIP Kid Teachers Wanted. We have a great Facebook group that is to help you on your journey to become a VIP Kid teacher. Today's video is going to be on the brand new Certification Center process. This lesson is, I'm going to do a complete walkthrough of the intermediate level lesson, Earth Our Home. Okay, that's the intermediate Earth Our Home. I have separate videos for the other lessons in the Certification Center, and you can find them here on my YouTube channel. Be sure and look for those to help you through every step of the Certification Center process. If you are in the process of applying for VIP Kid, just understand there are two systems going right now. The old system had Mach 1, Mach 2, all that in it. And then the new system called the Certification Center, it's a lot easier, okay? It's a lot easier and it's shorter lessons. So if you're in the process and you came here looking for help with the Earth Our Home lesson, and it's the Mach 2 intermediate level one, and it's 25 minutes long, you're in the wrong spot. Okay, you need to go to find, I'm going to put the link to it in the description here. Go find my other video that goes through the Mach 2 one, because it's 25 minutes long. The one that we're doing here is only 10 minutes long, and so you won't get all the slides that you need if you watch this one. Okay, but this is the Certification Center lower level Earth Our Home lesson that we're going to walk through. So we're going to start off by looking at the lesson objective sheet. This is a sheet that you should have gotten from VIP Kid for it. If you don't have it, look on the portal on the VIP Kid website, or you can also look in our Facebook group. We have it all loaded there in the file section there. So be sure and look at that and see what you need for it. But the lesson objective sheet is to tell you this is what you need to be teaching in this lesson. In this lesson, it's very simple, okay? Really simple. This is the lesson that we're teaching is called My Country, My Culture. It says here that the student's level is that they've been taking English for at least 2 years. This actually is a level 5 student. Okay, now most of our students come in at level 2, and they take 144 lessons in level 2. Then level 1's for the little bitty kids, 3, 4, 5-year-old. Okay. Just so you know what we're looking at here. So level 2 is our beginner students, usually come in around age 5, 6, somewhere in there. And then they take 144 lessons in level 2, 144 in level 3, another in level 4, and now we're at level 5 with this student. So this student has actually been taking lessons for probably more than 3 years. They are pretty fluent in English. They can have a conversation with you. They can read anything on the page except for bigger words, and those are the bigger words that we're going to be teaching them the vocabulary. The big thing that they are working on at this level is we are correcting pronunciation, correcting grammar, making sure they speak in full sentences, and giving them the practice of one-on-one conversation with a native English speaker. That is what the parents want the most, is they want that one-on-one conversation with us so that we can correct what they're saying. They don't get a chance in school, even though they take English in school, they don't get a chance to talk one-on-one, and that takes a completely different part of your brain to learn how to have a conversation with someone than it does to just read and to write the language, okay? So that's what they're doing. They're looking for with our classes. So a big part of what we do is correcting that pronunciation, and you're going to be doing that all throughout the lesson. Correct the pronunciation, correct the grammar, whatever they do there, okay? All right, so we're going to be teaching the target vocabulary, the words environment and trash, and then the grammar we're going to teach is going to, the future tense with going to. We'll also do a little bit of verb conjugation. That's not as big of a deal because they have been conjugating the verb be, I am, you are, we. They've been conjugating that since level 2. Okay, so they know that part very well. We're going to add the going to to make it future tense in this lesson. And then we're also going to talk about with phonics how Y can sometimes be a vowel and sometimes be a consonant. Again, this is nothing new to them. They've been reading these sounds and reading the letter Y as both for a while. We're just putting a name with it, okay? So that's how you're going to teach that lesson there, okay? This is, let me switch out while I talk about this. This is, you will have a choice of which lesson you want to teach. If you want to teach the intermediate level 4 lesson, and that is the My Country, My Culture, or you will have the option of teaching the lesson of this one, the Earth, Our Home lesson. It says to have both of them prepared, and that your mock mentor will choose which one you will teach. Okay, so you need to have My Country, My Culture, and this one, Earth, Our Home, prepared in order to teach the lesson. However, the people that I have that are going through the process right now, most of them have said that the mock mentors are telling them, which one would you like to teach? Okay, and I know one other person who does a lot of referrals and is also a mock mentor. She's telling her people that when you get into the interview with your mock mentor, to tell them, I would like to teach this one, and I prepare this one. But if I were you, I would go ahead and prepare for both lessons, because you never can tell if you get a mock mentor in there that says, no, I want you to do the one I choose, not the one you choose. Anyway, it's late and I'm being kind of goofy, so and I have makeup on this late at night. I never have makeup on this late at night. Anyway, have both of them prepared. Be ready for either one, and then if they say which one do you want, then you pick the one that you want. Okay, I like both of them, so whichever one you want to do. Okay, so but I'm going to walk you through all of this one, the Earth, Our Home pollution lesson in here. Okay, you do need to have some props ready. Okay, and I'm so nice to you, aren't I? In my Facebook group, VIPKid Teachers Wanted .com. It's facebook.com/groups/VIPKid Teachers Wanted. In that group, I created a PDF file of all kinds of printable props for you to use to teach this lesson. And it has like the vocabulary words, and it's got, in going to, and trash, and environment, and it's got a little sign here for past, present, future. A lovely little chart to do the conjugation with. I've got mine in a sheet protector, okay, and I can write on this. Let me make sure this whiteboard, or the white marker, I can write on this with a dry erase marker and then use it over and again. Usually I would just laminate this, but I'm out of laminating stuff. So you can write on this, I am, you are, to practice that. And then we're going to add the I am going to, you are going to. See how we can use that to teach that going to lesson, okay? So all of those printable props are in our Facebook group. Over on the left side, it is called, there's a files section. Click on that, and it says level, or it says CC intermediate level, or I think it's CC Earth Our Home printables in there. So go find that in there. Should have said this at the beginning. If you have not applied for VIPKid, I certainly hope that you would use my link. It's going to be here in the description on YouTube. But if you've already applied for VIPKid and you did not use a referral code or a referral link, I would certainly appreciate if you would add my link in there, add my code into it, so that I can help you more. I can help you more with these lessons and teach you more, have one-on-one sessions with you if you add my code onto your application. To do that, go into the teacher portal, the VIPKid website. Look in the top right corner, and it's going to have my account. Okay, click on my account, and then down there it should say add referral code. If yours already says referring teacher, and that means you clicked on somebody else's link, okay, and you can't add mine. But if it says add referral code, please add my code. My code is very simple to remember. Penny 0008. That's it. Okay, Penny 0008. Okay, so please add my code into your application so that I can help you more. And then email me or message me on Facebook so that I can help you, and I'll know who you are as you added that on there. So make sure that you add my code onto your application to do that. Okay, so here we go with the lesson. Now remember that this student has been taking English for 2 to 3 years. It just depends on how many lessons they take at a time. Some of them take 3, 4, 5 lessons a week. Some of them take 2 lessons a week. Some of them take 1 lesson a month. Okay, just depends on what the parents want to pay for. Okay, so it just depends on that, about how old they are when they get to this point. I have a student that I taught this morning that she just finished level 4. She's going to level 5, and she's 10 years old. Okay, I have a student that is 6, that is a level 5. Okay, brilliant little girl. So they all vary on those ages. But if you would think in this age group about mentality of a 9, 10-year-old, 4th grade, somewhere in there, okay, about the mentality and the mental capacity of a 4th grader here in an American school or Canadian school, something like that. Okay, that's going to be their intellectual level. That'll probably be about their conversation level as well. So if a word is too difficult for maybe a 4th or 5th grader, it might be too difficult for this student, and we're going to have to work on those words. Okay, so that's kind of what to expect with this student. However, since they are pretty proficient with English, we can use a lot of extra language, what we call incidental language, that we can talk to them and have these conversations. Part of what we do, a lot of what we do at this age group, is extending the conversation, asking extra questions to get them to give us open-ended answers so that they're creating their own answers rather than just repeating and parroting back to us. I want them to create their own language here and to create their own conversation, and that's a vital part of their language development. So I don't want just yes or no answers. I don't want just a very simple parroted answer. I want them to create their own ideas and their own independent thought there. Okay, again, we're going to be correcting their mistakes and expecting all the time. We always want to expect complete sentences, full sentences on everyone. Whenever we want to correct them, we don't do it in any kind of negative way at all. We just say it again and let them repeat it back to us. Okay, when you have a student at this age, at this level, you are expected to have about a 70%, 30% talk time. So the student needs to be speaking 70% of the time, and you are only speaking 30% of the time. That means the student is going to do all the reading. Okay, every bit of the reading they're going to do, and then you just ask a question or guide here and then get them to give you an answer. So 70% student, 30% to the teacher. Whenever they're reading, don't interrupt them. Okay, we're working towards language fluency and getting them to be fluent in how they read, and so we don't want to interrupt them when they get to a word that they have difficulty with. They're most likely going to they'll stumble over it and then keep going. And as what they will do, what we do is, as they do this, is you are going to just underline the word as you go through. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So maybe they stumble over the word pollution. Okay, so you would underline that word, and then when they get to the end of that reading that they're going to do, go back, circle it, and say, and just say it again, pollution, pollution. Get them to repeat it to you twice is plenty, okay? And that's how we correct it. If they don't answer in a full sentence, then we just go back and give them the full sentence. So what's your name? Jeremy. Okay, and then you go back and you say, oh, my name is Jeremy, and get them to give you that complete sentence. Sometimes we might need to count it out to show them how many words they need to say. Maybe we need to break up a word into syllables. Pollution, in order to be able, for them to be able to grasp the larger word. Okay, so environment is one we're probably going to have to do that with. Okay, all right, so you start off this level by doing an introduction. Okay, you're going to do the introduction with your student. You're going to ask, hello, introduce yourself, point to your something that you have back here that has your name on it. Piece of paper with magic marker is fine, okay? But introduce yourself and find out their name. Then you want to build a little rapport with them. You want to establish a connection. That's something that they're grading here. So you would ask, how are you? How old are you? Good. And maybe, another question in there. Did you go to school today? Well, that's kind of a yes or no question. You don't want to ask a yes or no question. You could say, what did you do today? What did you eat today? That's a fun one to ask. They'll tell you, who knows what they'll say, okay? Sometimes it might be scary. You might not want to know that, but ask a question to build some rapport. I'm kind of talking on that about when you're actually teaching the lessons. Here with your mock mentor in this mock class, you just want to establish a connection with them. Now, one thing you can do is you're going to introduce a reward system. We use reward systems in every class, and we actually use 2 reward systems. We use stars in every class. The kids get 5 stars per class, and they're very serious about their stars. Okay, they use them, they collect them, and they can buy games and stuff like that on the VIPKID portal. But the star system is not going to be active here in your mock classes. Okay, it's not active in there. So you are going to you have to show them at some point, I know what the star system is. And so somewhere along the line, as you're doing the lesson, you're going to say, you get a star. And you can hold up a star, or you can have, something, you can have silly glasses. A star, yeah. Whatever, just be silly with it, have fun with it, and say that you get a star. That just tells your mock mentor, I know what the star system is. I've studied VIPKID enough to know about this, okay? Then you're also going to have a secondary reward system. We use these in every class too, and it can be anything you want, okay? I'm gonna use today, just for fun, I'm gonna use ice cream. Because it's something that everybody likes. It can be for any age level, boys or girls, everybody likes ice cream. This is my favorite reward system. I use it all the time. These are some cute little felt ice cream things that I got at Target. I haven't seen them here lately, but I don't know if they have them or not now. But they're felt ones, and I've put magnets on the back of them. And I have a magnetic whiteboard behind me so that I can put them back here and they can be seen throughout the class. Okay, that's an important thing. They need to be seen throughout the class so that the kids can keep track of, oh, I have 2 ice cream, I have 3 ice cream, whatever. Okay, so we're going to give ice cream this time. When you introduce your reward system, you do want to explain it very simply. I'm not going to go into huge detail with the kids on this introduction. I'm just going to say, great job. If you did, you get ice cream. If you do a good job, if you speak and listen, you get ice cream. Yay! And then we'll pretend to eat the ice cream. And I'll hold it up here for them to pretend to eat the ice cream. Have fun with it, and your interviewer will have fun with it. There is a printable ice cream one in that printables file. There's also a basketball goal with some basketballs. Whichever one you want to do. To build your rapport with your mock mentor, you could say something like, do you like ice cream? What kind of ice cream do you like? Do you like blue ice cream? Yeah, something like that, okay? If you're using basketball, you could say, do you play basketball? Are you good at it? And then, you can be silly with, I am not good at basketball. So you can have fun with it, with those, just to build a rapport, build some connection with your mock mentor or your student as you're teaching them, okay? So You got your reward system ready. On this slide here at the very beginning, your mock mentor at the beginning of your interview is going to ask you a few questions. They just want to make sure that they have your education and your experience and your any kind of certifications that you have. They want to make sure that they have that correct because remember, everything in VIPKID is based on scores. So they want to make sure that they have your education correct so that they can give you the correct score with that. Most of your score has to do with how you teach though. So it mostly comes from your teaching experience, okay? So here we go. I'm going to do introduction, introduce the reward system, and then introduce the lesson, all here on this slide, okay? So, hello. By the way, I knew I was going to stop and interrupt, didn't I? Make sure you're using lots of TPR still, total physical response. You are moving with your body. You're pointing to your mouth. If you point to your mouth, this means they're going to repeat what you say. If you want them to speak, you put your hand behind your ear. If you don't put your hand behind your ear, they're not going to repeat. Now, TPR, we don't do as much TPR at this level as we do with the lower kids, but we still use TPR. So we still count with, talk with our hands and point to our mouth, and we make the shapes of letters, or maybe we make the sound of animals, or we act like an animal. We do all of those things in order to have fun with the students and to get them interested in that. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's try this again. Hello. Hi. My name is Teacher Penny. What's your name? Jeremy? Hi, Jeremy. My name is Jeremy. Good. How are you, Jeremy? I'm fine. Yes. How old are you? Ooh, 9 years old? Wow, good. Great job, Jeremy. You did great. You get ice cream. Ah, yeah, ice cream. Jeremy, if you do a good job today, if you speak and listen, you get ice cream. Ready? Nom, 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 nom. Yay! Good job, Jeremy. Today is Earth, Our Home. Earth, our home. Okay, technically you can leave off the word pollution because the word pollution is not in the lesson. And if you use the word pollution, then you have to be ready to define it. Okay, and so we're not really using the word pollution in the lesson, so let's just leave it off. Okay, just say Earth, our home. Okay, it's fine. Now, this has this reward system. This is a dumb reward system. That's why I used ice cream. Okay, just skip past this slide. You've already introduced your reward system. So skip past this one and go straight to the next one, okay? All right, so in this slide, you are, by the way, when you switch from one slide to the next in the VIPKID classroom, your writing will disappear. That doesn't work here in the program that I'm using to record. I have to erase the writing each time, okay? You need to go watch my video called Navigating the VIPKID Classroom. It shows you how to get into the classroom, how to load the slides, how to change from one slide to the next, how to draw on the slides and erase them, how to check and make sure your headset's working, all that. Make sure you go watch that, Navigating the VIPKID Classroom, okay? All right, so anytime you see a word in red, that means it's a brand new word, and you need to repeat that word with your student at least twice at this level. 3 times in the lower, but twice in this one, okay? So I would hold this up and I would say, environment. 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 I did it 3 times that time. Longer word, we just say it, then we break it up into syllables, then say it again. Good. Read here about the environment. Okay, and you're going to circle the area that you want them to read. Otherwise, they're just going to read the whole page. I only want them to read that one place there. Okay, so read here about the environment, and the student then will read environment, the place where something or someone lives. Good, very good. Now let's read here. Okay, so we're guiding them through what we want them to read. Where we live is called our environment. Each environment is special. That's going to be a common one that they're going to flub up that word, okay? Now remember, you have your mock mentor, they're acting like this 8-year-old, 9-year-old, whatever it was, okay? They're going to make mistakes on purpose to see if you can correct those mistakes in the correct way, okay? So I want you, if they do that, if they mess up a word, as this one's at the end, but let's, we'll pretend like that. You would just underline it as they go through and read. Then when they finish that section, circle it, special, special, okay? And that's all you have to do there, okay? So they've read those sections, both of those sections. Now we're gonna go ask some questions, okay? What does this environment look like, okay? Who knows what they're gonna say there, okay? It's green with trees. Okay, we don't necessarily, we're not looking for the word forest, okay? We're not looking for jungle there. I just want them to describe the environment, okay? And what does this environment look like? Describe this, okay? They know that word, describe, okay? So you could say here, it looks like it's hot, and it doesn't rain much. They might say the word desert, who knows? You're not looking for the word desert. You're just looking for them to describe this environment, okay? You might ask, does it look like it's hot or cold in this environment? Okay, that would be a good extension question there, okay? Then you're going to describe this one. Describe this environment. Use the word environment in each one. Make sure that they are responding with complete sentences, okay? This environment is green with lots of trees. This environment looks hot and dry with mountains. This environment is a city. Yes. See, you want complete sentences all the way through there, okay? So you've done all three of those, and you say, which one of these looks like your environment? And then give them let them answer that. My environment looks like the city. What things do you see? Look, see? What things do you see in a city? Okay. Yes, I see tall buildings and apartments and roads and cars and people. Whatever they answer there, okay? Good. Yes, very nice. Good job, Jeremy. Good. Trash. Trash. Okay. Read here, please, Jeremy. Trash is something that is not useful. We should put our trash away properly. Good. Now, what you are going to do here is you're going to have a trash can. I meant to get a nice, cute, here, I'll use this one. I'll pretend like this. This is my trash can. You're going to have a nice, cute little frou-frou trash can, Dollar Tree, something like that, okay? Have a trash can of some kind, okay, that you can show them. So they have just read, trash is something that is not useful. We should put our trash away properly. And then say, now read what Meg says. Okay, this is Meg. She's one of the characters that we see all the time through our curriculum, okay? We should put our trash in trash bins and not on the ground. Here it says trash bins. In another place in the lesson, it says trash cans. Either one is appropriate, okay? Either one is fine to use. Good. So after they've read that, you're going to show them an example of trash. Maybe you would have a water bottle, or you would have, I had a piece of paper right here. Maybe you have a piece of paper that you don't need anymore. Where'd it go? Okay, fine. So I've got trash, okay? So you've read this. We should put our trash away properly, and then they read about it. We should put our trash in trash bins and not on the ground. Jeremy, I don't need this anymore. It is trash, okay? What should I do with my trash? Okay. And you're looking for them to give you that answer again. You should put your trash in a trash bin. Yes, in the trash bin. Can I put my trash on the ground and drop it? Okay. Can I put my trash on the ground? Get that discussion. That's a good, you just want a good discussion there. Again, complete sentences. Good. But show a physical example of a trash can and a piece of trash. It could be a water bottle. It could be wadded up paper, whatever. It doesn't matter what the trash is. Just show that you're putting the trash in the trash bin. Okay. Good. All right, now we're going to do some reading. Well, again, when you go to from one slide to the next, that is a good time to give a reward. Okay, I give a reward about every 2 or 3 slides. So that was 2 slides. So it's time for a reward. After they give me their answer on this one, great job, Jeremy. Very good. You get ice cream. Yeah, I'm good. Good job. Yes, be that goofy. Okay, have fun with this. If you are having fun, your student is going to be having fun. Your mock mentor is going to have fun. Okay, if you have fun, if you're excited, got that smile plastered on your face, right? Yes, you do. Good, because you have lots of energy. Espresso. All right, so now while you're giving this reward system, you are clicking and going to the next slide. Okay, so you don't think that you have to say, okay, now let's move to this one. Let's see what's next. Don't say that. You get ice cream. Click, read here, please. And you have them read. Okay, so there's a long thing to read here, and you're going to have them read every bit of it. Okay, they do the reading, so make them read. Again, do the same thing with the corrections. Underline as you go through. Now, sometimes you'll have a student that won't even try a word. They'll get to the word and they'll just go. I have one girl, she's level 4 right now. She's precious. She's so cute. She's 5 years old and she's level 4. Brilliant. No, she's 3, level 3, but she's still very brilliant. But when she gets to a word that she doesn't know, she just goes, and she just shakes her head. She won't even try it. Okay. So, but what you're going to do is if they do that, if they just stop completely, give them that one word. Dangerous. Let's pretend like it was dangerous. Okay. Dangerous. Dangerous. Okay. Yes. Continue and have them continue reading. Okay, so she's going to read all the way down to the bottom of it, and it ends with the question, what can she do? So, Jeremy, what can she do about the trash in her environment? See, we're using those words, okay? And then who knows what they're going to say there, okay? But just, again, just a complete sentence, correct grammatically. If they make a mistake with grammar, the wrong conjugation of the verb, missing an article or something like that, take whatever sentence they say and give it back to them corrected, okay, and let them repeat it to you corrected, okay. You might not even, you're not going to explain why it is however you're correcting it, okay. So if they say something like she the question is, what can she do? She can picks up the trash. Okay, and she puts and they use the wrong conjugation there. They add the S on picks. Okay, you would just stop and say, yeah, she can pick up the trash. You just emphasize the one word that they said wrong. Okay, but just correct that grammar for them. Don't talk about why it's pick instead of picks. Just have them repeat it to you at this point. We're not really teaching that grammar here. We're just correcting the grammar as they're saying it. Then it's got a couple of questions down here at the bottom. How do you feel when you see trash on the ground? What can you do to help? Do you want to help? Just extend that conversation, complete sentences with each one of those, okay? All right, my husband's giving me the evil eye. He's saying it's time to come to bed. But I only have 6 slides left, so we're going to finish this out tonight. Okay. All right. Then you're going to go in and ask some questions about about what they just read. As you ask these questions, again, you're looking for full sentences in the answer, correcting the grammar. If they hesitate, if they can't answer it, you can go back to this one and maybe you would underline the part of the story that gives them the answer, and then go back and ask the next one. So what does Jenny see around her neighborhood? Okay, and you would go back over here and you would just underline. What does Jenny see? Yes, Jenny sees so much trash, okay? Okay, good. And then you can go back to the next one, ask the next section, the next question. If you need to go back, you can. Okay, and but some of these are repetitious of those extension questions that we asked before. But go ahead and ask them anyway so that you can get that full sentence and that extra conversation in there. Good. All right, now we're going to move into the grammar part of the lesson, and you're going to teach this part. We don't say, okay, let's learn some grammar. You don't even have to say the word grammar. We just start right into it. Now, excuse me. This shows teacher Sarah, so that means teacher Penny is going to read this part. Okay, so all right. Jeremy, when we talk about a decision we have made about the future, we use going to. Okay, going to. Good. This is for the future. Good. Would you read Meg's sentence with going to? I am going to pick up the trash. Good. Jeremy, what are you going to do tomorrow? I am going to school tomorrow. Okay, or I am going to go to school tomorrow. Okay, I am going to play soccer tomorrow. Anything like that. You just want to give another example, and that's a good question to ask. What are you going to do tomorrow? Okay, to give that answer in there. Then we're going to go to, actually, this is where you want to use this chart. Okay, so, all right, Jeremy, if you say I, we do I am. I am. Now let's add going to. Okay. I am going to play soccer. Okay. You are. Yes. You are. Okay. You are going to play soccer. What are we going to do? Yes. We are going to play soccer. What are they going to do? Yes, they are going to play soccer. Good. What is he going to do? He is. Yes, he is going to play soccer. Okay. So you get the idea there. Don't take a lot of time with this. That's not that's not the focus of this lesson. Okay, so don't take a lot of time with that conjugation. Okay, like I said, they've been doing that conjugation of I am, you are. They've been doing that for a couple of years. They know that part. We're adding the going to. Okay, so you would just say, what are you going to do tomorrow? Oh, I am going to play soccer. What are we going to do? Just skip right to the we. Okay, and then maybe skip do we and do he. That's all you need to do on that one to show that we are going to do something. Okay, now here you're going to introduce this little thing. Okay, so Jeremy, some things happen in the past. Look, there's some TPR. Okay, in the past, some things are now in the present. Some things are in the future. The future, yes. Would you read number 1 and tell me, is it past, present, or future? Okay. She harmed the environment. Okay. Was that past, present, or future? Past, yes. What word tells you it was past? Yes, the ED in harmed means it was in the past. Good. Read number 2. People harmed the earth. Is that past, present, or future? Yes, it's present. It's now. Read number 3. We will not harm the earth anymore. Past, present, or future? Yes, it's future. What word tells you it's future? Circle that word. Yes. Will. Yes. Will means it's future. Good. All right, read number 4. We are going to clean up trash this weekend. Good. Past, present, or future? Yes, it's future. What tells you that it's future? Yes, going to means future. Great job. Good job, Jeremy. You get a star. Star. Yay. Good. Jeremy, this time let's choose, is it is or are? Do you put is or are in the sentence? Okay. Read number 1, and we're going to make it future tense. Number 1, pollution and trash. Oh, there is the word pollution. Okay. All right. Pollution and trash are or is? Are. Yes. Pollution and trash are going to harm the animals. Good. Read number 2. Making more trash is. Yes. We don't really need to explain why it's are and why it is. Just get them to choose the correct one. Okay. They may, who knows? Mentors have done all sorts of weird things. They may say, but it's one pollution, it's one trash. Okay. Why are you using are? Because that's for the plural. Okay, if you say pollution and trash, that is the are, that is the plural. Making more trash is a singular act, a singular act. They probably won't go that detailed, but who knows? Be ready for anything. Just be ready to explain why. Okay, you will notice there is a mistake down here in the teacher's directions. It has 3 answers. There's only 2 sentences. So go for it. Okay. Don't worry about number 3 on that one. Good. Great job, Jeremy. All right, Jeremy, let's look at the letter Y. The letter Y, which I had up here a moment ago and has now disappeared. I have a letter Y. Where's my letter Y? You're going to have this nice and handy where you don't have to go searching for it. Okay. Good. The letter Y. Good. Sometimes the letter Y makes a vowel sound. Jeremy, what are the vowels? And you handily have this here so that you can show that to them. What are the vowels? Yes. A, E, I, O, U. Yes. Sometimes Y is a vowel. Okay. It sounds like E. When it makes the long E sound, Y is a vowel. Okay. Read these words that have Y as a vowel. Okay, and have them read each one of these words. I have them read the word and then I repeat it after them just to confirm, yes, that is the correct way to say this. So silly, rainy, city, expect them to say bussy, okay? And then you just correct that. Busy, busy, good, okay? That's a typical one that they would say wrong. Good. Yes. So Y in these letters makes the E sound. Okay. What sound does Y make in these words? E. Yes. Sometimes Y is a consonant. Okay. What sound does Y make in yes? Y. Y. Okay. Make sure you're using the correct synthetic phonics there. Y. Y. Not ya. Okay, y, y, okay. It's a lot softer sound, not that emphasized in there. Okay. What sound does Y make in yes? Y, y, yes, that's the consonant Y. Okay, consonant Y. Read these words with Y as a consonant. Yes, yam. Yes, very good, Jeremy. You get ice cream. Woohoo! Yay! Great job, Jeremy. And this picture, this whole slide is your salvation. Remember, you have 10 minutes to teach this lesson. They're going to cut you off at 10 minutes. First off, if you don't finish all of the slides, it's not the end of the world. Okay, it is not an automatic failure if you don't get to all of the slides. It's worth 2 points out of 50. Okay, so don't panic if you don't finish all the slides. You need to be close. You need to be on this slide or the goodbye slide at 10 minutes at least. Okay, so make sure that you are close to it. You're aiming for 1 minute per slide. There are 12 slides in this PowerPoint. Remember, we skipped over the reward slide, so that takes you down to 11 minutes. Some of them will be a little bit shorter, some will be a little bit longer. You can't go deep into those discussions about future and tense and conjugating the verb. You can't go deep into those discussions with this because you're not going to have the time. Okay, so what I want you to do is have a timer set. Maybe have your phone set on a stopwatch, and you can make sure that if you use your phone that you have it set where it doesn't black out. Okay, so have it where you can just glance down at it and see. There will be a box down at the bottom of your slides, about here or so. Okay, down at the bottom left side, that's going to have what slide number you're on. Okay, so if you're aiming for 1 minute per slide and you look down at your watch, your clock, and it says that you're at 6 minutes, you should be at about slide number 6. Okay, if you look down and you're at 8 minutes and you're still on slide number 6, you are in trouble and you better get booking. Okay, so that's where you have to decide what words am I going to leave out, what questions am I going to leave out, how can I move this along. However, if you get to this slide and you still have time left, if you're at 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes when you get to this slide, first off, you're a rock star if you get that far, but you can stretch this puppy out for as long as you need to. Okay, so you're just asking, what can you see in these pictures? Good. How are they different? I see 2 parks. Good. Tell me about this park. Good. Yes, it has trash. And what do we need to do at this park? We need to pick up the trash. Yes. What do you see at this park? Which park would you rather visit? You see, you can make that thing go for as long as you want to. Great job, Jeremy. Very good. You get ice cream. Jeremy, how many ice cream did you get? Good. I hope you're hungry. Ready? Nom, 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 nom. Yay! Great job, Jeremy. You did a great job today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And you just close out with a nice warm greeting there. Okay? All right. That is the level 5 Earth Our Home lesson. I hope you had a great time and you learned a lot and that you are more familiar with how to teach this lesson for your certification center mock class. Okay, remember that in the certification center you will do either the Earth Our Home, or you will, if you choose to do the intermediate level, you'll either do My Country, My Culture or Earth Our Home lesson for your mock class. If you pass that, then you will be hired, but you also have the option of going back and doing the lower level lessons. That's either the letter X or the letter P lesson, and you can come in certified for the lower levels and the intermediate levels when you first start teaching. That's going to give you the best options of getting booked. That's the whole point of the VIPKID, is getting booked for classes. And the more levels you can teach, the more classes, the more opportunities you have to be booked. So I encourage you, before you sign that contract and make everything official, do both of them, okay? Do the intermediate level and the lower level so that you can come in certified to teach all of those levels of lessons. If you have questions, please give me send me an email, teacherpennyvipkid@gmail.com, or you can message me on Facebook. You can find me in the group VIPKID Teachers Wanted. That is on Facebook. Here's the address down here. Look for it. Again, if you did not use a referral code, if you've not added one of those, I would sure appreciate you using mine so that I can help you more. Helps me out as well. Okay, my referral code is Penny0008. Easy as can be. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Please give me a like and a subscribe here on YouTube, and leave me a comment about how this lesson helped you out. Thanks so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.